How's it going, everyone? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another virtual description. Today we are going to talk about my single owner 1987 Chevrolet Camaro IROC-Z. This is a vehicle that I bought from the original owner out of New York. It is probably my favorite IROC that I've ever had roll through the shop here. It is a clean Carfax. I have all kinds of original paperwork for the car, and it is a verified 37,000 original mile car with no accidents, no damage ever reported. Again, we have the original window sticker, the build sheets, miscellaneous other original sales paperwork from the day that it was bought brand new, some other just maintenance receipts that go with it. I have good photos of that in the additional informations tab, so you can check that out. But again, a fantastic IROC front to back. This one is optioned with the TPI 5.7, runs extremely well, backed by the 700R4 overdrive transmission, power steering, power four-wheel disc brakes, and then you have your factory exhaust with manifolds, crossover pipe, catalytic converter, muffler, and tailpipe. Factory AC system has been converted to R134A, and it blows nice and cold. This one does have the engine oil cooler, front and rear sway bars, 10-bolt rear end, Bilstein shocks. This one does have the factory smog pump as well. And just a fantastic IROC. Runs and drives down the road just beautifully. It is a 37,000 mile car, and it does everything you'd want a low mileage IROC to do out on the open road. Take a look at my test drive video. You'll see me driving the Camaro down the road. We'll dive more into the mechanical stuff at that point, but a fantastic driving car. The only thing that I have listed as a disclaimer on my doesn't work section, the heater gets warm, but it's not extremely hot. My guess is there might be a partial blockage in the heater core, or maybe the blend door is not functioning 100%. It does get warm, but it's not like hot. The AC does blow cold. All of the rest of your lights, the gauges, the horn, the wipers, the radio, all of that stuff is functioning correctly, and that AC, again, is R134A and blows nice and cold. On my normal and pre-inspection, where I check for leaks, bushings, wear items for the suspension and the steering components, everything checks out and appears to be original. Minor surface corrosion on the non-painted suspension components, but the steering is nice and tight. The suspension feels great out on the open road. A little nitpicky thing is the pinch welds have a couple little jack spots from where they were lifted with a floor jack. That's just a really, really minor deal there. But all of your seals, all that stuff currently looks good. You never know when something can start dripping a little bit of fluid, but right now it does look nice and dry underneath the car front to back. On the exterior, it is a factory black IROC-Z. The code is WA8555. The customer I got it from, the original owner, said that at one point the passenger front fender was repainted because it got a little scratch on it, but the rest of the paint looks original. Has its normal mid-late 80s, early 90s paint problems that a lot of cars had. You got some little imperfections here and there, some little touch-ups, but overall, for being mostly original paint, it shows very nice. It has the factory 16-inch wheels, brand new 2025 date-coded 245/50 hand-cooked tires. Overall, cosmetically, it shows like a very nice original car. In my additional informations tab, I'll have photos of the little imperfections, but again, nothing to really note, just some smaller little flaws from it being driven some. On the interior, you have original code 82L, which is going to be your gray interior. This one is optioned with the 6-way power driver seat, your center console, obviously your bucket seats, power windows, power locks, the hatch release, the electric mirrors, the overhead console with the map light and the dome light. You do have cruise, tilt, auxiliary lighting, and the power antenna, the factory AM, FM, Delco cassette stereo, and then this one does have an aftermarket alarm system. There's a little key fob that'll be on the keychain for the car. Everything else is extremely nice on the inside. The headliner, the visors, the dash itself, the door panels, the seat covers, front and rear, all of that shows great. The mats have a little bit of age to them, but that would be the kind of the nitpicky thing that I would say. But for original interior, it shows absolutely awesome. The engine bay is the same way when you pop the hood. Everything's very clean, very sanitary, very well kept. The firewall, the inner fenders, the core support, the radiator, everything looks good. It does look like it has the original belts and hoses, so maybe someone wants to upgrade those at some point, but everything still checks out good right now. Nothing really wrong with the engine bay and is all very period correct and shows awesome when you pop the hood. The underneath, as you'd expect, a low mileage one owner car, super solid, very, very clean, no rust issues, no rust repair. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, the pinch welds have a couple little jack spots from being lifted by a 4-post lift, from a 2-post lift. Really, really minor nitpicky thing there, but it shows very, very clean and solid on the bottom. And being a New York car, I'm always even more hesitant on Northeast cars just because of the salt and the age from the winters, but this car is no nonsense on the bottom and very, very nice. Overall, like I said earlier, fantastic IROC, probably my favorite one that I've ever had roll through my shop. Just have awesome paperwork, great backstory being a one-owner car, has tons of options, just a fantastic driving IROC, and this is something that I would keep in my personal collection. Just a very, very nice car. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my virtual descriptions. Make sure you check out the test drive video along with the additional informations tab. Both are posted on my website, pcclassiccars.com. I'll catch you guys on the next video and hope you have a great rest of your day.